I've been lifting for 10 years and I honestly think I've wasted 99.99% of my time. I didn't even grow 6 months worth of muscle in that time. So in this video, I'm going to go through everything that I wasted my time on so that you don't get 10 years down the line and end up with a physique that you don't like and you build the body that you want instead. Because when I first got into lifting, it felt like there was always something that I needed to find out. It was like the information that I was getting just was never good enough. I always had to go and learn more. I always had to go and make it complicated. It shouldn't be simple and easy. I'd constantly be asking myself, am I doing enough volume? Am I doing the right exercises? Am I doing the right split? Am I eating the right foods? Am I eating enough protein? Does my meal timing matter? Are dumbbells better than barbells? Should I be using machines? And I bet that a lot of you listening to this can resonate with that. Every question I had led to 5 more questions and 10 more rabbit holes that I would go down whilst I would sit behind my computer on bodybuilding.com researching stuff, but looking like I belonged in a fucking badminton court, not a gym. And that overconsumption of fitness content is a major reason why I just stayed stuck. And it's a big trap that you find yourself in, just constantly in the pursuit of more knowledge, when what you need is a surface level knowledge combined with years of practice and putting that into action. So if I wasted 99.99% of my time, what was I wasting it on? I was doing 6-day bro splits, Monday chest and tries, Tuesday back and buys, Wednesday shoulders, Thursday legs, Friday abs and arms, Saturday just go in there and do whatever I felt like doing. I do 4 sets of 10 on every exercise, which was just like practicing my timetables in primary school, just reading them out loud and not actually putting the effort into them. Doing the same tempo for every lift, the same rep range for every lift, only training my muscles once a week, and then wondered why I wasn't getting anywhere. I moved on to gym and volume training, 10 sets with 10 reps on every exercise, which meant that I'd be in the gym for 2 hours at a time. It meant that I was absolutely fucked. It meant that I couldn't put any effort into the sessions because I just had so much overall work to do. Literally because I just found the comment on bodybuilding.com and then thought, well, if my bro split's not working, here's this fancy new gym and volume training, that must be the answer, so I'll try that. In a desperate attempt to build size, just feeling fatigued between every session and barely being able to wake up in the morning because I was so tired, yet lo and behold, still no muscle to be seen. Is that I just wasted too much time looking for the perfect program. What you need to hear now is what I need to hear, is that the split you're on doesn't actually matter. What matters is picking a split that you enjoy, picking a split that you can go and train hard with, and staying with that split for as long as you possibly can. I'm talking months, if not years. Because now that I've followed an upper lower split for the best part of 2 to 3 years, now my physique looks different. And it's because I've committed to one split and got stronger on that split over a long enough time horizon. I'd spend so much time panicking over whether my incline chest press should be 30 degrees or 45 degrees, rather than just letting go of the incline angle, which doesn't make that much of a difference. Focus on the fact that I needed to take the fact I can only incline press the 15 kilogram dumbbells to the 30 kilogram dumbbells. I wanted to know what the perfect amount of sets to do per week per muscle group was going to make me grow. Was it 10? Was it 12? Was it 14? Was it 16? Was it 20? Was it 25? Which I honestly think is the wrong question. To me, when you focus so much on how many sets you got to do per week, you're not looking at how hard you need to work, you're looking at how much overall work you need to do. I think that's the wrong question. Rather than looking at the perfect amount of volume you need to do, I think you should start on the lowest volume that you can commit time to and train as hard as you can and put as much effort into that low volume and adjust from there. So if I wasted my time on these things, you probably want to know what actually works. For the entire 10 years where I barely built a thing, I didn't logbook once. I would spend so much time on bodybuilding.com looking for the best exercise, the best split, the best protein source, that I forgot one key habit that you need to do, which is logbooking. And I wish I could go back in time and start doing it. I would go into that gym and I just go completely off feel. Whereas most of the time I didn't feel like lifting, I didn't feel like training. I'm gonna go train in a minute and I don't really feel like doing it. But when I look at my visual logbook and I see, right, look, well, last week I hit these numbers. So if I want my muscles to do more work, and if I want my muscles to grow by doing more work, I'm gonna have to lift this weight and I'm gonna have to lift these reps. And if you're not quite sure where to start, my guaranteed gains logbook system is in the description, mate. That's gonna get you off from logbooking and it's gonna help you to start wasting time in the gym and build muscle. And the second thing that I wasted my time not doing, and this one's always the hardest for you to admit because you convince yourself you train hard enough, right? You're not gonna go to the gym, do a session and leave and go, I took that really easy. You'll want to believe that you've trained hard enough, because otherwise it's a waste of time. But the fact of the matter is that not many people train as hard as they need to because it hurts. Training to failure hurts. Your body doesn't want to go towards that pain. Your body will naturally think, right, this is hurting, let's stop. But the problem you've got is that when you're doing a bicep curl and it starts to sting and it starts to hurt, rather than lean into that pain and go, okay, I'm getting towards failure now, I'm getting towards the capacity of my muscles, I need to keep going, you stop. You need to train your muscles to do more than they physically can, because that's how they adapt and grow. Just do 2 more reps. Just squeeze out 2 more reps that are slow, that grind, and continuously do that with each exercise each week alongside the logbook, and you'll start making tons of progress overnight. So if you take one thing from this video, it's to focus on the things that move the needle, not the things that don't move the needle. Pick the split that you can commit to for months, if not years. Logbook those lifts, train to failure. It really is that simple. And if you want a more in-depth view on how to logbook, you can grab the Guarantee Engage logbook system that's going to give you a resource to take to the gym with you to be able to log the lifts, and then go and watch the latest way to build muscle that actually works video where I go into logbook in a bit more in depth.